The rich second generation originally wanted to humiliate his girlfriend and entertain all his close friends. Unexpectedly, the woman awakened a lie to wealth system. Not only did she use the scumbag's lies to accumulate enormous wealth and acquire his company, she also brutally took revenge on the vicious scheming woman. At this moment, the scumbag finally panicked. He could not believe that his family company with a market value close to $10 million would be acquired. But facing his father's accusation, he had no choice but to accept reality. However, the scheming woman fanned the flames on the side, insisting it was impossible. She did not believe that an unemployed woman could have so much savings. So the rich second generation decided to return to the company first to investigate the truth. He thought it would not be too late to teach the woman a lesson after finishing the investigation. Unexpectedly, as soon as the scumbag returned to the company, he ran into his father, who had been kicked out. Before he could speak, he received a loud slap from his father, who scolded him, asking what kind of person he had offended that he should not have. At this time, the scumbag still refused to believe it was the woman's doing. While he was thinking about which big shot he had offended, he turned around and discovered that the woman had actually arrived at his company. Just when the scumbag thought everything was the woman's doing, unexpectedly his father said a name that he found unbelievable: George. This person was the mastermind behind the acquisition of their company, and George was known as a lever that could move all capital. Hearing this name, the scumbag finally breathed a sigh of relief. It seemed the woman still did not have the ability to acquire his company, but he did not know that all of this was a plan between the woman and George, because with the woman's power alone it was simply impossible. So she had to cooperate with a powerful mastermind to bring down the scumbag. At this moment, the scumbag had already moved from a luxurious CEO office to a crowded workstation. He was about to use his identity to apply pressure, but instead he was mocked by employees. They said he was now just an ordinary employee. Do not use your previous leadership authority to bully them. Angry, the scumbag could only knock over nearby documents to vent his frustration. However, this still did not calm him down. Enraged, he immediately rushed into the CEO office to demand an explanation. Unexpectedly, he was met by an even more furious George. The moment he saw him, the scumbag immediately understood his position. He quickly softened his attitude and asked if he could spare his company. However, he received a ruthless rejection. At this moment, the scumbag saw the empty boss chair in the office. He immediately realized that behind George there must be an even bigger boss. So he turned and left, planning to settle the score with the woman first. Now the woman was in real danger.